Okay, so we're here in the gym, and a lot of times after you finish a set, you just get bored. If you're not doing drop sets, or you're not doing rest pause sets, or you're not doing any kind of superset where you're moving back and forth really quick between exercises, it gets really boring. You finish your set, and then you sit around there twiddling your thumbs wondering what to do. But I've got a solution for that, and it actually works really well, and it's been proven recently to be extremely effective in terms of introducing a little bit more strength to a muscle and actually activating new muscle fibers that might get you a little bit more hypertrophy, but also stimulate a little bit more of a burst in metabolism after the fact. So what you're going to do, for example, is let's say you were doing some bent over dumbbell rows. You were doing single arm dumbbell rows, and you were rowing for maybe 12 to 15 reps. And your typical rest period with that is going to be something around the way of, anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds depending on the intensity level. Well, once you finish that set, you're going to stretch the antagonist muscle group. And what that means is, for instance, if you worked your back, you're going to stretch your chest. You always want to stretch the antagonist muscle group. So another example would be if you were working your triceps, you'd want to stretch your biceps. If you were working your quadriceps, you'd want to stretch your hamstrings. And the reason behind that is because the antagonist muscle is known to relax when the regular muscle that you're actually training is contracting. So if you can activate those muscle fibers and allow that muscle to relax by stretching it, that means that you can get a tighter contraction with the muscle that you're actually working on. In other words, the antagonist muscle group isn't going to get in the way with its muscle tension. So for example, if I'm working my chest, I'm going to want to stretch my back so that my back is not adding extra resistance to my chest. It's allowing the chest to go freely through the range of motion. Now you want to stretch it for about 30 to 40 seconds. So if you're working in a heavy rep range where you're going to have a minute and 30 rest, maybe a 8 rep range where you want to have that 90-second rest, you're only going to stretch for 30 to 40 seconds of it. And you need to make it a pretty intense stretch. You need to really activate those muscle fibers. But then you want to just relax, let yourself recover for the next 30 to 45 seconds, and then go right into your next set. So now that the workout's done, we're going to head back home, and I'm going to show you my post-workout meal that's a little bit unconventional that's going to help skyrocket you into some new fat loss.